Kitty.
Kitty has to go.
It looks like Monsters, Inc. 3 might be in the works, according to Pixar. Monsters, Inc. is a big deal for Pixar, bringing us the lovable duo James P. Sulley Sullivan and Mike Wazowski. After the original movie, we got a prequel, Monsters University, and the Disney Plus series Monsters at Work. Given that the franchise has raked in over $1.2 billion from the two films, it wouldn't be a shock if Pixar decided to make another movie for the big screen. Pixar's creative chief officer, Peter Docter, recently chatted with Entertainment Weekly about the future of their franchises, including Monsters, Inc. When asked about a possible Monsters, Inc. 3, Docter mentioned they've been looking for ideas but haven't found the right one yet. We've been searching for ideas for a Monsters, Inc. sequel for a long time, and we haven't seen enough to start working on anything there yet. Docter also noted they're considering a range of other franchises like The Incredibles, Finding Nemo, Toy Story, Inside Out, Up, and Monsters, Inc., but nothing has been officially lined up. We're looking at everything, but we haven't really made any small list of films like that. While there's no official word on Monsters, Inc. 3, Pixar seems keen on exploring more sequels. Pixar's big hits like Incredibles 2, Toy Story 3, Toy Story 4, and Finding Dory have all been sequels, and Pixar president Jim Morris has hinted at balancing original projects with sequels in the future. This new strategy involves releasing 3 movies every 2 years instead of annually. With Inside Out 2 already doing great at the box office, Pixar has more reason to stick with sequels. Given that Monsters University, which came out 11 years after the original Monsters, Inc., made more money than the first film, Monsters, Inc. 3 could be a big hit. Disney and Pixar can continue the story in the Disney Plus series Monsters at Work, which took a much lighter approach than the darker sequel idea originally proposed. The series picks up after Henry J. Waternoose's fall and explores how Monsters Incorporated evolves from using fear to laughter as its power source. Following Waternoose's arrest, Mike and Sulley take the helm at Monsters, Inc., overseeing the shift to humor-based energy. While the show features these two iconic characters, it primarily focuses on Tyler Tuskman, a former scarer now working as a mechanic. Monsters at Work also delves into the challenges of adapting to change and the struggles of transitioning to a new way of doing things. Although a third season isn't confirmed yet, the show has enough potential to continue. As for Monsters, Inc. 2, there were initial plans for a direct sequel, but they never materialized. Disney's original deal with Pixar involved 7 films, and after those were completed, Disney worked with Circle 7 Animation on sequels for Pixar movies. Circle 7 was working on Monsters, Inc. 2, along with sequels for Toy Story and Finding Nemo. However, when Circle 7 was shut down, these projects were scrapped. Disney bought Pixar in 2006, and while some sequels were revived, Monsters, Inc. 2 was not among them. Instead, Pixar created Monsters University, a prequel that explored how Mike and Sulley met. The original idea for Monsters, Inc. 2 involved a reunion with Boo, who, due to time differences between worlds, would have been an elderly woman. This plot would have followed Mike and Sulley's journey to find her, but the darker emotional twist made it a challenging concept for a full movie. Monsters, Inc. is known for its creative world and quirky characters, but it also has an intriguing connection to Toy Story. There's a theory floating around that suggests Monsters, Inc. is actually a prequel to the 1995 classic. While many Pixar theories come and go, some have even been backed up by the creators themselves. Even though Monsters, Inc. 2 never came to be, the franchise did live on through the prequel Monsters University. It didn't quite hit the same heights as the original, but it kept the legacy alive. What's really interesting is the theory linking Monsters, Inc. and Toy Story. The connection isn't just a fan theory, there are numerous Easter eggs, references, and coincidences that hint at a deeper link between the two movies. These clues suggest that the two films might be more closely related than we initially thought. Since both Monsters, Inc. and Toy Story are Pixar films, they share a similar vibe and aesthetic. Pixar loves to drop references to their other movies, and Monsters, Inc. is no exception. A clear nod to Toy Story appears in the climax of Monsters, Inc. when Sully returns Boo to her room and gets ready for bedtime. Boo, in her excitement, shows off some of her favorite toys, including the Luxo Jr. ball and a Jessie doll. While this doesn't definitively prove that Toy Story is part of the Monsters, Inc. universe, it hints that the toys or the characters from Toy Story might exist in the same world. Boo also has a Nemo plushie from Finding Nemo in her collection. The inclusion of these toys suggests that there's a crossover of sorts, or that certain toy shops and characters might be shared between the films. Pixar often includes these Easter eggs, and the Jessie doll especially connects to another Pixar character, reinforcing the theory of a shared universe. The theory that Boo from Monsters, Inc. and Emily from Toy Story 2 might be the same person gets some traction due to their shared possession of a Jessie doll. However, when you dig deeper, there are significant differences that make this theory less likely. For starters, Boo has short black pigtails, while Emily is shown with auburn hair in the flashbacks. Boo's personality is consistently bubbly and cheerful, contrasting with Emily's more tomboyish and serious demeanor as both a child and an adult. Additionally, Toy Story is set in the mid-90s, while Monsters, Inc. is set in 2001, making the timeline between the two movies a bit tricky. While the shared Jessie doll is an interesting connection, these differences suggest that Boo and Emily are probably not the same person. Nonetheless, the theory raises intriguing questions about the potential links between Pixar's films and the implications of their shared universe. That said, as many remember, Monsters, Inc. ends with Boo being sent back to the human world and Roz destroying her door, making it impossible for Sully to see her again. However, Mike Wazowski manages to piece the door back together, though it's full of splinters. Overall, Monsters, Inc. 2 would have a lot of potential to build on the emotional connections and themes from the first film, while also bringing fresh, exciting stories to the screen. Pixar's strong track record with sequels means there's a good chance they'll deliver a worthy follow-up that fans would love. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one. What do you think about the potential of Monsters, Inc. 2, and how it might address the cliffhanger from the first movie? Your suggestions for future videos are always welcome in the comments below.